Okay, let's try recording this. What is up, guys? 大家好，欢迎来到我的频道。Can I hear? Should I move it closer? Is this good? Is this better? I think this is better. 好的。What's up, guys? Checking in. I wanted to do a little bit more of a casual video. I don't think I've ever done something like this in the past where it's more casual. Yeah, let's try it out. I think I wanted to make this video because after my last video where I gave, pretty much like everything I know about language learning, I put it in one video. Maybe I, overstuffed it a little bit too much. 100 tips in one video was a little bit over the top, but after doing that, it was pretty much like, what else more can I offer? I felt a little bit drained, a little bit out of ideas. And I felt like, everything that I'd learned about learning Chinese, I'd already shared with you guys. And I felt like I had nothing else to give. And so I was a little bit, I don't know if I would say down, but maybe a little bit out of ideas, a little bit out of inspiration for a little bit, and not knowing what to share on this channel. And then I was just like, why don't I just try a casual video sharing, this is what it is. This is what it is. I think that, I've given a lot of practical tips. Why don't we try something where we can share a little bit more of the maybe day-to-day struggles or more of the minutia, the details of what goes into learning a language or just life itself. I think that's fun too, but language learning can be the topic, maybe the backdrop. Yeah, for example, like recently, I feel like with language learning, with learning Chinese, I feel like my motivation has been dipping a little bit. Like again, this has happened in the past before. And in the past, it was, I think I was getting a little bit burned out. Burnt out? Is it burnt out or burned out? Yeah, I think I'm burnt out. I think this time also a little bit. I feel like partly, I think maybe because my expectations are a little high, I feel like I want to be moving at a faster pace than I am. And then also what I'm realizing is I don't have the same like passion and that fervor, that interest in just learning the language for the sake of learning the language. I feel like I have that goal in mind, that end goal. I feel like I'm chasing that, to be fluent or whatever, like maybe a little bit more. I think it's, probably a lot more than, when I first started, when everything was just new and exciting and I was just getting lost in learning the language, and that was just fun in itself. And so recently I've noticed slipping into that, just getting too caught up in results and learning words and trying to look a certain way. Like sometimes, for example, in Taiwan, after getting to a certain level, maybe intermediate, advanced, and you talk to people, and sometimes invariably you're going to encounter words or sentences, people saying things to you, native speakers talking to you, and you don't understand something, or maybe there's like a whole section that you don't understand. You don't even get the gist of what they're talking about. Maybe you understand a little bit, but maybe you don't understand anything at all. And so invariably that's going to happen no matter how far along this journey you're going to be, how far along in this journey you are. I think it's something that is bound to happen. And sometimes I think I get caught up in thinking like, oh, I should know that, or, why don't I know that? Or and then I get down on myself, and then that makes me get caught up in pretending like I should know it, and then maybe not looking it up, and I don't know, I think it's like kind of like a vicious cycle. And so anyways, the point is, I feel like recently I've kind of regained that interest in learning the language. I've kind of rejuvenated that childlike curiosity, I think. I feel like I want to get back to that. I feel like I have that passion again. I have that interest in wanting to really delving into the weeds and just learning for the sake of learning. You know what I mean? Like just being curious about the language, looking up words, watching more videos and listening to more podcasts and really digging into the weeds. And I'm excited about that. I don't think I have been for a long time. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about was more of a practical thing. I think I read I've read a book recently, which was really good. It's called How to Live by Derek Sivers. Derek Sivers is I don't even know how to describe him. He's a very interesting guy. He's like sort of an entrepreneur, but also language learner, nomad, travels along, all around the world. He's someone that really inspires me. He has his own blog. He's written a bunch of books. He's also an author, and of course, he's written this book. And so, I read this book recently, finished it today, and there was one passage that really resonated with me. And it's funny because it's something that I've learned before in the past, and it's something that it's one of those things where I feel like I've learned before, but I feel like I need to be constantly reminded of over and over again. It's almost like everything we learn, we almost forget, almost like language learning. You learn a word and you forget it. And unless you really implement it or you really revisit it, remind yourself, it's so easy to forget these things. And this thing was something that I had learned in medical school, where basically he was saying that you should actually, he didn't even say this, but there was a sentence in the book. Let me look it up. He was talking about, I think he was talking about like mastery or doing something to mastery, putting in the work. And then there was this line at the end where he was like, he asks, how long will it take to become a master? It doesn't matter. Imagine getting to the mountaintop after a long hike through a gorgeous forest. Achieving your goal would feel like taking off your backpack. That's all. You do it for the journey, not the destination. Man, so true. But of course, I knew this. And then this inspired me, and it made me think about how I should structure my day, how I can make my day more interesting. It made me think back to how much I love hiking and camping, and maybe sort of think why I like camping and hiking so much. I think part of it is because, obviously part of it is being out in the wild, being in the outdoors, being in the forest, and just the awesomeness of being outdoors and the scenery and trees and mountains, in itself is awesome, of course. But I think the other part of it is having a goal, climbing a mountain, and then having a distinct, clear objective, getting to a certain destination, a waypoint, a mountaintop, setting up camp, creating a fire, creating a campfire, setting up dinner, setting up our tent, getting ready for bed. That's all, that's the objective. There's a journey, and you enjoy the journey while you're hiking. It's enjoyable. But then once you get to the campsite, you do all that stuff, then you can relax. And I feel like that's a metaphor for the type of life I want to live, or the type of lifestyle that I want to live. And I think that relates to language learning too. I mean, part of my lifestyle. Sorry, part of my lifestyle right now is language learning is a big part of it. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm probably in a weird position where I can spend a weird amount of time on learning languages, like learning Mandarin, Chinese, and Taiwan. I'm assuming not a lot of people can get to do this. I don't know. I'd love to hear what my viewers, what you guys are doing with your life, whether learning Chinese is something that you do full time or the majority of your time, or is it something that is just a hobby? I'm assuming it's just a hobby, or maybe it's something that you do, as an interest. I'm assuming most of you guys have like full-time jobs or even a part-time job, or you have other things that you're doing. For me, for a long time, it was something that I was very dedicated to. I was very focused on. It was like the primary thing I was doing. And for a long time, until recently, until a couple days ago, it was something that I was doing all throughout the day. But the problem was, as I was sort of losing that passion and interest in it over the last, I don't know, maybe like couple months to even a year now, like it was very, my language learning, my Mandarin learning, my Chinese learning was very spotty, in the sense that I would learn a bit here, a bit there, and then I would be procrastinating, I'd be doing other things, but the whole time I'd be, pretending like I was learning, like I was, with the intention I wanted to learn, but throughout the whole day it was just like in this gray zone of not really learning, not really working, but not really enjoying my time. And so I would not really be resting, I would not really be taking a break, but not really being productive. And then at the end of the day, you'd feel shitty. At least I'd feel shitty because I wasn't getting any work done. But then at the same time, I didn't feel like I got any rest. And so it would be same thing over day after day. And after a while, kind of burns you out. It kind of, you just feel kind of sluggish, and you're kind of like, what am I doing? And so I think this was this quote, this reading this book was a good reminder that I need to get back to setting, clear guidelines, be more disciplined. And I knew this. I read books on this before in the past, like, what was that book called? Deep Work. That was a really good book. Deep Work talked about this. Deep Work by Cal Newport. Being disciplined, not being distracted by social media. Social media, like, I don't know, camping. I love camping, so sometimes I'll just get distracted and procrastinate by nerding out on camping equipment, and it's so easy for me to do that and try to avoid the work at hand thing that I'm supposed to be doing. And so, anyways, this was a good reminder, and so I'm going to try to do that. I've already been trying to wake up early, which has been great. And then I'm going to try to get, more serious work done, whether it's learning, reading. I want to pick up more reading again. I want to, learn more Chinese again, listen to more podcasts, read more Chinese books. And I want to do that more seriously without the procrastination until a certain time, whether it's, I think I'm going to aim for like around 5, so that there's that work-life balance. And then after that time, I can relax. I can really let loose, 放松, and then relax. And then the next day I'll be more energized. And because there was that space, there's that room for relaxation, so that the next day I'm more rejuvenated to learn, to work. And so I think I'm going to try that. I've tried this a couple times, and I always kind of get undisciplined, and kind of goes to shit after a while, these plans. But I'm going to really try committing it to film. Let me know if you guys, if this sounds interesting to you guys can try it too. Let me know. We can try it together. Let me know how you guys structure your language learning, whether you do it after work, whether you guys have a routine, you do it in the morning, you do it the whole day. Are you full-time language learners as well? I doubt it. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be learning this full-time anyways. Probably be doing other stuff, like I have other interests as well, but I think I just want to be more disciplined with my time. I think that's gonna help me. Other than that, I think I don't know. I think this is a cool experiment. This is something that's gotten me excited about learning again, and I think that's I think I'm gonna try that. Yeah, if you guys have thoughts, share them in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think. Have you tried this before? Do you ever get demotivated or burnt out with learning languages, learning Mandarin Chinese? What do you guys do? Like I said, I'm probably in a weird position but it's so interesting. Like I won't, go down the rabbit hole with this, but, before I left for Taiwan, I was working kind of like a 9-to-5 job. And I always thought that, leaving the 9-to-5 job, it would be awesome. I would have all this time to myself. But I feel like I'm going back to the 9-to-5. It's like I don't know, I don't want to say for everyone, but at least for me, I need some structure in my life. And I feel like that 9-to-5, it's almost like it fits very well with at least my needs. I need some structure in my life. And it's fine. At least now I can provide that structure for myself. It's not like I'm working doing something that I don't necessarily enjoy, but at least this is a structure that I can provide for my life. This is the structure that I give my own life. And so, it's interesting. I think, it makes me rethink about the 9-to-5. It's not terrible. I think there are some merits to it. I think it's good to have that work-life balance, to have that separation between working, studying, and then relaxation. I think it's important to have that divide. Anyways, talking way too much. Let me know what you guys think about this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concern, let me know. Peace out. See you guys next time. Let me know if you guys like this type of video, more casual. If you do, let me know. Bye-bye.